Please cheer for me because I'm doing English today, so I'm a little nervous. I'm really nervous today. Okay, so I'm doing this piece titled Freed. It's about my first solo trip experience that I did back in 2021. So anyways, I was not in a good phase when I did it, and it kind of freed me in its own sweet way. And yep, anyways, so I'll start. It was one gloomy evening with an overcast sky and my mind a chaotic mess seeking stillness. While the mind sought a way to stop the persistent ripples, the heart yearned for a pinch of warmth, a way to feel at home. And so, it was that gloomy evening when I impulsively packed my bags and escaped to the unknown from a life in monochrome. Escape from the monotony and all things already known. Escape from the same old stars and the societal barriers. Escape from the dreams and the ambitions, from the self-doubt and the rejections. In short, I packed my bags and escaped my inner little child from adulting. I labeled my escape as my solo trip, since escaping wouldn't be a legitimate excuse to the world, I thought. And also, solo trips are apparently a thing nowadays, I guess. So now, let's skip to the good part. I arrived in this quaint little town, far, far away from my city, amidst new faces, some friendly, while others a little strange. Brimmed with uncertainty, my mind by then was a clean slate for a change. Invigorated with this breath of fresh air, I sauntered down the streets light-footed. Clueless yet thrilled, my inner child leapt with joy while deeply rooted. Little by little, and then all at once, I was engulfed in this strange town's embrace, an embrace so intimate yet freeing I would not want to escape from. Freedom from the mind's recurring pattern, while it finally stopped spiraling like the rings of Saturn. And mostly freedom from the lack of self-love, while tiny pink bubbles of love filled my each cell and my every nerve. And in the wink of an eye, loving the self turned perpetual, just like sipping on some warm chai while sitting by the river turned into a daily ritual. Conversations over midnight Maggie with friends who were mere strangers not long ago felt really good, while freedom from the need to be in another's company and simply enjoying a solo lunch date the very next day was a whole different mood. From waking up in the wee hours just to witness a beautiful dawn, to rushing over just to catch the last glimpse of the setting sun. From gazing at the stars across a clear night sky to eating aloo parathas for breakfast the next day for sure. I freely indulged in all things plain and simple yet sweet to the core. All day cafe hopping kind of became my thing then, as I would stop for a lemonade here or for a hot thukpa there or for a slice of cake elsewhere owing to my impulses. As I look back now, I wonder how the sand stopped trickling down my hourglass while I was out and about soaking in this newness. While time took a backseat for a while, I unapologetically immersed myself in the depths of these little pleasures of life, which no more seemed little to me. In fact, these were the main deal to me, the things that made me feel free, the things that let me be. Freedom knew no bounds then, I swear, and if I bleed your ears by saying this 100 more times, I'm sorry, but I urge you to not care. Because, trust me, it felt pretty amazing to be under my own steam for once, like a solitary affair. Meanwhile, those little things I witnessed freed me from my need to escape from my reality, and that it was okay to sometimes lose my sanity. I never needed an escape from the world I came from my dreams, or from those loving familiar faces and their warm embraces. But all I ever needed was an escape from my false perceptions and my inhibitions. So, as my mind fully metamorphosed, I was gently anchored back to my reality, and that was the deepest aspect of freedom that my solo trip gifted me. Thank you. I hope you liked it.